viewers, welcome to our show Dance Gurus. Today I have with me Kirthi Kishore of Latin Dance India. Welcome to our show.
Hi guys.
So Kirthi, what's been happening?
Dance has been happening. That's all. A lot of dancing. Just done with Christmas and New Year. It was a break for like maybe 15 days. So we're getting back to dancing now.
Super. So how did this story begin for you? Latin Dance India, your salsa?
That's going to be a long answer now. It's been 10 years now since I've been dancing actively, professionally. It all started in the year 2005 where I went to a salsa class because it was summer holidays and I want to kill time. So in fact my sister was the one who inspired me to take up a few salsa classes. So I did maybe a month of salsa classes and the rest is history. Then I was hooked onto salsa. And after a few months of training in Bangalore, I went to Sydney in 2006. Trained there in a company called Latin Dance Australia. Trained really hard. It was just for 3 months, but trained really hard for 3 months. And came back to India, came back to Bangalore. And we started off Latin Dance India over here, which is in fact in association with the school where I trained, Latin Dance Australia.
Okay.
So we've been training, competing, dancing, traveling, performing, going crazy over salsa for the last 10 years now. So it's been a fantastic journey, superb journey, loving it.
You're just dancing away into time.
Absolutely, that's how
enjoying
it's supposed to be. Yes.
Right. So you started off pretty late for a dancer, for a professional dancer?
Yes, I would definitely say that. I was already 22 or 23 years old. I was done with college. In fact, I was doing a diploma in journalism, and that's when I started. I didn't even start salsa. That's when I went to these summer classes. Professional training started a good 1 year after that. So if you look at, I'm not saying all, but most of the professional dancers usually start when they're very young. Their parents would have guided them, or I don't know, they got into one of these activities, other dance activities where they start conditioning their body, training their bodies to be dancer-like bodies. So my bones were set, well beyond set by the time I decided to take up dance. So it was a little hard for me to mold my body to, you know, to become a dancer's body. I'm still not that flexible, but yeah, we grew stronger. Our technique is super fantastic. We're pretty strong dancers when it comes to salsa. So yes, I would say I started late.
So you started LDI, that is Latin Dance India, way back in 2007.
Yeah.
So what was your vision when you started it off?
Right from the beginning of starting Latin Dance India, I knew that I loved teaching. And even after 10 years of teaching salsa, I'm not tired of it. I have the same energy, in fact more energy in today's classes. I still treat my every new beginner's batch with the same enthusiasm and the same energy. Like, I love teaching, I love passing on the knowledge and information I have as a dancer to the newcomers in the industry. So I think that's what's keeping me going as well. So that's the reason why Latin Dance India started off. We want to spread the joy of dance to as many people as possible.
Right. So since its inception, since you began LDI, what are those highlights, the tenure?
Right. The highlights of LDI has been, at least for me and my partner Sai, we traveled to fair few countries, around, I don't know, 20 odd countries, representing India in all these international salsa festivals and platforms, and that has been like a highlight for me and Sai. After winning a fair few competitions, we decided to take it easy on competitions, continue with performances, continue training students to compete and to perform. And when they went ahead and won championships, now that was, I know it couldn't get better than that. It was better than we winning. Like, they were representing our work and they were doing well for themselves. So I think that is still one of our highlights. And we produce good social dancers month after month, week after week. So producing good dancers, yeah.
Okay. And you have not one or two, you have like numerous awards in your kitty. So would you want to name a few?
For me, one of my favorite, rather two of my favorite highlights was winning the championships in Singapore, because the floor was like ice. We were dancing on ice. We were literally falling, and still we were placed number one. We came first, so that was the highlight. That would be very, very memorable and dear to us. And the second one was on the Great Wall of China. So this was in China. The Beijing Salsa Congress, where they put up a stage at the Great Wall of China. So the background was the wall running across. And we were having a fantastic time. We nailed our routine, and when there were 5 seconds left for our performance to get over, I decided to fall. So I was flat. My partner picked me up. We continued dancing. We finished our show, obviously disappointed, went backstage, tears and crying after all this hard work.
Right.
And then we were placed second. So we were really, really happy. In spite of falling, we came second. So cool, well done sort of thing. So that's going to be really memorable. So yeah, those two things are the highlights.
Super,
Yeah.
super. So otherwise, what is the daily grind for you? How does your day go?
Days go by dancing, yes. But as rosy as it sounds, it's not true as well. I mean, we work really hard. We have early mornings, we have late nights. There are many days when we go through injuries, muscle tears, this, that, and the other. So we have a professional team with whom we train every day. We have student teams with whom we train in the mornings. Then our afternoons are for our admin work, you know, pushing LDI, trying to reach out to more dance enthusiasts out there. And the evenings we have classes again till around 10 o'clock at night. So we are pretty much dancing our way through the day. So
Right, okay. So the trend now is to attend dance congresses.
yes.
So have you been to any congresses?
Yes, I've been to a million congresses in my life. Yeah, I've been to a lot of congresses, national and international. Congresses are a great way for dancers to get exposed to instructors who don't belong to their city. So when you're in Bangalore, you can learn from umpteen number of instructors here. When I started dancing salsa, we never had congresses, not good ones at least here in India. And we didn't really get the exposure from international artists. Salsa does not belong to our Indian culture. We need to learn from these international artists who obviously know salsa the right way or the right techniques of doing salsa. So we had to save up a lot of money, and it doesn't come cheap. It sounded like a hobby initially, but investing so much lakhs and lakhs of rupees and traveling to almost 20 odd countries within 3 or 4 years of span, I not only emptied my account, I emptied my father's account also. And we traveled to a lot of countries to learn from all these international artists. But today, a lot of these international artists are coming to India.
Yes.
Bangalore, Pune, Hyderabad, Goa, Delhi, Mumbai. A lot of cities, a lot of schools are bringing down a lot of international artists, and I think that's fantastic. Exposing dancers from here to as many instructors as possible will do good to the salsa scene in terms of the quality of dancers. India already has fantastic dancers. We obviously see that on TV these days, thanks to a lot of reality shows to bring or give an opportunity to all the dancers who never had this chance before. But the congresses, the salsa festivals are doing exactly the same actually. They're giving the dancers here a platform to not only meet and learn from international artists, but also to showcase their work. What is that they are good at? Maybe a performance, maybe a competition, or maybe just workshops, and maybe a lot of social dancing.
Right.
So I think the festivals are fantastic.
Okay, and I guess times have changed since the time you started off LDI.
Yeah.
I guess people are more accepting to couple dancing now.
Yes, yes. Initially, we didn't get that much resistance, but when I told people that we teach salsa, first question is, what is salsa? So we had to explain to people that, you know, you hold a boy's hand and you dance, and then there was no goodbye, there was just disconnecting the line. So that happened to us quite a bit. But yes, you're right. Times have changed. People know better. Again, thanks to salsa festivals, thanks to reality shows, thanks to a lot of schools who are doing good work. Salsa is not about only holding a guy's or a girl's hand and dancing. It's far beyond that, much beyond that. It's an art, it's a lot of technique, a lot of hard work, a lot of determination, everything that an athlete would need to be in sports. So salsa is not just couple dance. I think it's a lot more than that. So now the society has come a far, far way.
Did you ever face too much competition or even competition because you're just too good at your art form?
Well, I did face competition. It's not like I was the only one. Name a few contemporaries, my colleagues, Sneha Kapoor, who is now in Mumbai, who's pursuing Bollywood and also continues to teach salsa in Mumbai. She was with me at the same time. Her then partner, Richard Tolur, who's still pursuing to teach salsa in Bangalore. Super fantastic dancers, both of them. Mr. Lud Vijay. In fact, Lud Vijay is where I also started my career from. So we had competition. Obviously now it's a lot more competition. But then just because we started early, we don't take our art form or dance form for granted. We don't stop learning. In other words, we are still, whenever I go to a salsa festival, I don't sit back in my hotel room saying that, oh, I'm an instructor in the salsa festival, so I'm going to sit back, lay back. No, I attend classes the whole day, whether it's from an Indian artist, whether it's salsa itself, whether it's contemporary, whether it's another dance form, whether it's a different subject in the same dance form. International artists, me and my partner Sai are consistently learning, keeping ourselves updated, working on our skill even today. The minute you take a break and you think you've arrived, that's when you start going down. Yeah. So there's no question of taking it for granted and sitting back. We are working on ourselves even today, and we'll continue to do that till the day we are alive, if you have to say that. Learning never stops. So we had competition then, we have competition now, and we will continue to have competition. But you know what? When you're good at what you're doing, there's no question of feeling insecure. Yeah, we're very happy with our dancing. We're very happy in the space where we are right now. So
Right, super. So very important for dance is to have a good partner.
Yes.
You really have to strike that chemistry.
Yes.
How does that happen? What goes into finding a right partner?
There's nothing called as finding a right partner. You get lucky when you find the right partner. Basically, you don't go around and, I don't know, look for a partner. You happen to come across a dancer who's like-minded. Most important part is not the technique, not how strong he or she is as a dancer. It's whether both of y'all are like-minded, whether both of y'all can work together in harmony.
Right.
In spite of all the harmony, a lot of partners always fighting. Me and my partner Sai are always quarreling. But touch wood, it's been 10 years of partnership. Sai and I have been partners for 10 years, and it's been an amazing journey with this guy. Super fantastic dancer. He's awesome. I've been very, very fortunate. He's very patient with me. I'm in fact short-tempered, but he's very patient. He's a sweetheart, and he's also my best friend. So, yeah, finding a partner, we're lucky.
So, Kirthi, a lot of energy required for this form of dance, or any dance form for that matter.
For sure.
Has there been, because you started off pretty late, like you said, was there anything in your diet? Was there anything that you had to make changes to your lifestyle?
Changes to lifestyle happen sort of automatically. When you like something so much and you're trying to, chase your dreams, you're trying to be persistent about what you're doing. A lot of fitness classes. I owe all my health, my technique in terms of body alignment, flexibility, strength to one Miss Yana Lewis. She's a ballerina in Bangalore. Luckily, she's in Bangalore for us. She, in fact, is a director of another dance company called Yana Lewis Dance Academy. She helped me and Sai understand body techniques, stretching, alignment. So I owe it all to her. Yes, so changes happened automatically. Not so much in my diet. I'm a foodie. I love foodie. I love eating a lot of food. You can see that. So,
yes.
But they were never affected my dancing. I'm still strong as a bull. And Yeah, I think changes happen pretty automatically. Your lifestyle kind of revolves around that one subject. Your eating habits, sleeping habits, your workout, your discipline, getting up in the morning, getting down to what you want to do.
I guess it's more to do with your passion.
True.
I guess
Once
if
you're passionate about
it
something,
just
things will
falls
automatically
into
follow.
place.
Yes. Yes.
So, who is your dance idol?
Oh wow, that's a tricky one. I didn't see that coming. Well, in the salsa scene, in the salsa community, there are a lot of dancers whom I really look up to. Adolfo and Tanya, they are another dance couple. They're not from India, but they are super fantastic. There's another dance couple, Ricardo and Karen. They are world #1 in the cabaret division right now. So I really look up to them. There's another super fantastic instructor. His name is Super Mario.
Okay.
And I think his teaching skills are super fantastic. Most of the times I'm attending his classes to see how he teaches more than what he's teaching. So in fact, he's Indian. He lives in London right now. So he's somebody that I really look up to and I want to learn more from. Another dancer, Alex Diaz. That's my husband actually, but he's actually a competitor, but he's also my husband. But he's a super fantastic dancer, awesome instructor. So I really look up to him. In fact, I've learned a lot from him. Thanks to him, I've gotten better with every passing year, and I give him full credit for that. Last but not the least, my strength at any given point, any day, is my dance partner Sai. No matter how bad in the dumps, he's already pulled me up. He's always pulled me up. He's always motivated me. So yeah, these are a few people that I would like to mention. Yeah,
fantastic. So I'm sure during your sessions or even when you're competing, etc., you've had some funny moments.
Yeah, hilarious.
You want to share them?
Yeah, we have a lot of costume malfunctions that happen on stage. So we're holding our costumes and running out. In fact, this happened to me on national television. We went to India's Got Talent, and our first 2 rounds were super fantastic. We went into the semi-finals, and I'm dancing, and one of my straps decided to snap out of all the days in the world. It happens on national television. And tell them, sir, please don't telecast that. No, we won't telecast it. And then the trailers are full of that only. My strap came off. So what happens next? Dekhiye, aage dekhiye kya hota hai. And I'm like, oh my God, they're getting TRPs based on my strap coming off.
She still danced.
I was holding it and dancing. And the minute I couldn't hold it any longer, Izzat ka sawal tha types. And I held it and I walked out quietly. That was fixed by one of these assistants who were helping me. Usually my dance partner fixes it. And he makes sure he fixes it and bites it and puts spins and all that. Anyway, so that was a hilarious, now it's hilarious. That day it was not hilarious. And we didn't tell anyone back home here. Dad called and says, oh, how did your round go? We didn't want to get them nervous. So we said, it was great. And then in the trailers, Sai and Kirthi ke saath kya ho gaya? Dekhiye. And my father calls and says, what happened? I said, my dress came off. So you know what? It's a part of the game. It all comes with the whole. But we look back, we laugh at these memories. It's a part and parcel of the whole performance. But I'm famous for costume malfunctions. I'm so unlucky with that. Nowadays, my costumes, even if I want them to come off, they will not come off. That's how strong they are now. Lesson well learned.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm sure you get a lot of attention also from the opposite sex.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy it or is it annoying?
No, it's not annoying. Initially, in the beginning, I didn't know how to handle this attention. So I would take offense. But now I realize that it's very normal. Whether you're a salsa dancer, whether you're working in a corporate, whether you're a housewife, you might get attention from a neighbor, you never know. So men giving attention to women or women giving attention to men is a very common thing, and that's the way it should be. So I think I've learned to handle it. It doesn't make me feel awkward. There are moments when I come across a few creeps, but then I learn to handle them also. So if not, I have a dance partner who's like a bull. So I'll pull him in the picture and I say, handle the man. So yeah, it's
pretty honest.
Yeah, so.
Alright, super. I guess it's really beautiful to, have these little experiences.
It is. No complaints, nothing, no regrets. Every success has been fantastic and every failure has taught me to be better, stronger, so.
But then when you look at it, it's not necessary that it should be marked by an award that you win. It's always the experience of dancing on stage.
Absolutely not. Recently, in fact, in 2013, I competed in the All India Salsa Congress and in All India Salsa competition. And Sai and I usually are the top dancers of the country, and we didn't even get placed. Forget second, third. We totally messed up our routine. It was a bad day. It was an off day. And we didn't get placed. Were we disappointed? Of course we were disappointed. Were we in tears? Yes. It was embarrassing also, because we are one of the senior instructors and teachers and dancers in the country right now.
Right.
So every time there's something that you don't do well, there is something to learn from that, and yes, it is a huge disappointment, but that is no reason to stop. You always learn from there. The 6 months of training that we put behind that one competition is what we have learned from. That one day, one competition is not going to bog us down.
Right.
That's all a temporary, you know, you always say, no, to take 2 steps forward, you take 1 step back. So yeah, no regrets.
So many women and men, they want to follow in your footsteps and Sai's footsteps.
Yes.
What is your piece of advice for them?
Why not? Definitely. Follow your passion. You want to become a full-time dancer, please do. You want to pursue salsa, you want to travel the world, you want to compete, you want to perform, please do, but be practical. Let's say you have a full-time IT job paying you lakh and a half. Don't leave it and come and say, okay, I'm going to be a salsa dancer. There's a way to go about it. I got lucky because my parents supported me a lot, financially, emotionally, mentally. So they backed me up. I didn't have a job when I became a salsa dancer. So I came out of college and became a salsa dancer. So if you have a job, I wouldn't ask you to quit and say, okay, fine, I'm going to become a salsa dancer. So if you want to take up salsa or any other dance form professionally, I would definitely ask you to train hard, train really, really hard. Before one becomes a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, they put 4, 5, 6, 7 years of work, and then same thing goes to dance. Once you're the master of what you do, success will automatically follow. A good dance school, people will follow you, want to learn from you, perform with you, teach for you, learn under you. So basically, once you're good at what you do or what you want to do, whether salsa or any other dance form, once you master it, I think success will follow. In time, there is no ways you'll be unsuccessful just because, if you have trained hard. So that's my advice to anyone who wants to take up dance professionally.
I'm sure dance, salsa has taken you a long way around the world. Any favorite spots around the world?
Paris, of course. So we went to Paris, we did a few workshops, we did a few performances, and of course we went around the city. So lovely dancers. We went to all the salsa parties there, super fantastic time. There's in fact a dancer by name Terry. He's one of the most sought after dancers in the world. So I had a dance with him and I was in bliss. So I think that was one of my favorite parts of my salsa journey so far.
Is it like a center for dance, Paris?
Yes, you can say that. Milan these days is rocking it. Italy, Paris of course. USA, New York is a hub for salsa. Fantastic dancers. There are fantastic dancers in New York. In fact, every year I visit New York for a month and do a lot of classes there, do a lot of training there. So yeah.
She mentioned that she's a foodie. So I'm going to ask you, what is it that you love to eat when you're going around the world dancing your way?
I eat anything that comes my way pretty much. Like I'm a foodie, like I love trying out different cuisines. So whenever I travel the world, I eat the cuisine that's obviously from the native there. But in India, name it, the masala dosas, the pani puris, the bhel puris, the biryanis, anything that's unhealthy and makes you fat is obviously.
Alright, so what's on the bucket list now?
So recently, Sai, myself and my husband Alex, we decided to pull in Bangalore's best salsa talent and make India's first professional salsa team.
Super.
So we have come up with, or rather brought together these really talented salsa dancers, and we have come up with India's first professional salsa team. and we have huge plans for this team. We want to take this team and travel to not only different parts of India but different parts of the world. We want to perform, compete, represent India in all these international platforms, but now in the team division. All these days it was just Sai and me. So that's my next big thing, yes.
Very well, Kirthi. It was wonderful talking to you.
Thank you.
Wish you all the best for the future
Thank you
and
so
all
much.
your plans that you have. Hope you just keep dancing your way into everyone's hearts. Good luck. Thank you for being on our show,
Thank you
taking
for
time
having
out from
me.
your schedules.
No, thank you for having me. I had a lovely time.
Our pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you guys.
Thank you for watching. Come back to the next episode of Dance Guru. This is Arfa Siddiqui signing off. Bye-bye.